Hey guys and gals, welcome to musicwithryan.com. Today I'm going to go over the lesson Kentucky Waltz, and I'm not going to go over the melody today. I'm going to go over the backup or the rhythm part. And the thing that I think is really cool is I'm going to do it in like a swing style or a western swing, meaning I'm still going to do it slow, but I have a ton of chord substitutions and different chord shapes for you to learn. So a great one to expand your chord vocabulary. And it'd be a great challenge piece, but it sounds so cool, I think. And I always play this arrangement when I'm performing. So let's go ahead and have a listen and see what you think. 1, 2, 3. All right, so as you see, advanced backup playing for Kentucky Waltz, but sounds so pretty and such a cool thing to be able to pull off. So I'm going to go ahead and walk through this tune, each measure, I guess even chord by chord, and show you what's going on, how to finger these chords, and give you an idea what they're supposed to sound like, and because there's a lot going on here and a lot of things to understand, the chord symbols and all that jazz. So if you like what you'd see, I'd ask you to go over to my website, musicwithryan.com, and you can purchase the full-length lesson, approximately 20 minutes of close-ups of my left and right hand, and you get the tabs, you get 2 backing tracks, and I think there's only 1 backing track because the song's done slow, and so I keep it slow, and of course the full-length lesson. Yeah, let's go ahead and dive into this lesson. All right, so let's go ahead and walk through this tune. Now again, there's a lot going on. We've got a lot of different chord changes and inversions, substitutions. There's a couple different ways we can pluck this in the right hand. So yeah, and I'll walk you through all the chord changes and what they mean and the symbols and stuff if you're not familiar. Again, kind of like a western swing backup or somewhat of a jazz integration into bluegrass, I think, for the backup guitar part for this. Now, for the right hand, there's 2 ways that I mainly strum this tune. And one is just straight ahead with 3 straight downstrokes. I hit the bass note for my first beat, and then the next 2 beats. And although simple, very, very effective, and I do it a lot. Okay, and your straight ahead 3/4 strumming pattern. Now, what you saw me do in the performance is I did a little bit more. Is 1 and 2, 3, and really, I guess it's not too much more, but I'm hitting the bass note. So I'm getting 2 eighth notes, 1 and 2, 3, 1. So whatever the bass note is, and then the string below it, which happens sometimes is a 5th, and both are very effective, and both sound really nice. If I was playing to start the tune by myself, I might do it like that style to give it just a little bit more energy to my playing. Okay, so now let's go ahead and walk through the tune here and talk about these first few measures. So now what you hear, I'm just going to do the straight strumming for now. those three measures and talk about those. As you hear the walking bass line. There's the bass line's kind of has its own little melody, if you will, or it's voice leading the tune, and you can hear it. This time it's a descending. So essentially, whatever the bass note is, and then I'm filling out the chord. So the first measure, of course, is just D. And then I have a F sharp with a C sharp in the bass. This C sharp's right here. And I could play it over D, but I want to fill it out with the rest of the chord. So I'm going to play an F sharp minor chord, bar chord. So if you're not familiar with the bar chord, you might want to. Barring across, 2nd fret. Just these two here in the 4th fret. Hitting the A string, which is the C sharp. I'm not hitting the F sharp note on the low E. And so then this note is going to descend down to the B note right here, and now I'm going to play a B minor bar chord. Okay, so again, that descending bass line. If I was to do the other strumming, it would sound like this. And I do get a little upstroke there on the and of 3, but it's very subtle. Again, it's really soft. It's not as loud as the other strokes. So yeah, you hear the descending bass line. I'm pretty sure you do. And that's kind of the theme. The bass line kind of walks around in a certain fashion. Again, voice leading us through the tune. Okay, then down the next 3 measures down to the A. I'm going to play an A7, as you see here. 2nd finger, 3rd finger. D. Okay, now, oh, what's that chord right there? That is your D sharp diminished 7, or an E flat diminished chord. You could call it a couple different things. Since when you're working with diminished chords, they often can be more than one chord. And it sounds really cool, and it really wants you to go to the 5 chord here. So those 2 measures. And the bass note is right here in the 1st finger, in the 1st fret. On the D string, that's the bass note. So I'm always plucking the bass note again, kind of emphasizing that. And then the 2 downstrokes. That's a little gypsy jazz trick right there. That's pretty cool. I'm not going to go in depth about it, but there's a pattern. Whoops. I might do that if I'm performing and feeling frisky. Okay, on to the next note, on the next chord. Alright, cool. So I'll just play those 6 measures there. So like 1, 2, 3.